Hey everyone, Thornton Smash here, and this weekend we will be going into a brand new year as we celebrate 2024 and the end of 2023. But with that, EA, Apex Legends, and Respawn are gonna have to make some serious adjustments as they are continuing to receive a lot of backlash, and also new competitors have come out, and that might mean some big changes when it comes to the monetization of the game, and also what they're planning to do with some free heirlooms, which makes a lot of sense with everything going on. We're gonna go ahead and cover all of that in today's video and exactly what's going on and what's going to be changing, and we're also gonna go ahead and, you know what, give out the next heirloom that releases in Apex Legends. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe, and a winner will be announced in tomorrow's video, and if you win, well, you get a chance to take that heirloom home. But without further ado, let's talk about what's going on with the price changes. So if there's one thing that has been a staple of Apex Legends since it released, it's pretty inarguable that it would be a free-to-play game and that there are expensive skins within the game. And we just recently got our end of the year sale. It brings back a lot of returning skins, but as you can notice, they are around $25 for the Wraith bundle, $40 for the Pathfinder bundle, another $25 for the Bloodhound, and a $25 for the Valkyrie, all which are returning skins. And the player base is fairly annoyed. Reddit has gone out and said, why is the end of the year sale so expensive? People were looking forward to buying the Voidwalker skin for maybe a steal price, but $25 is crazy. I'm not hating, just surprised there isn't a deal where you can buy 25 either. Isn't a big deal, but they were hoping for a little bit more options. This actually happened with the Black Friday sale as well, where there are entire skins being sold for $60 that come bundled with Apex packs. Now this shouldn't come as a surprise. This has been going on for a very long time. I will also mention some players are also annoyed that the monthly store is actually just a recycled version of what it was before Christmas. This was pointed out on Hypermist's Twitter post, and I do find this actually pretty interesting because it seems like people are finally fed up with it. It's no surprise that Respawn is necessarily doing this, as they have actually stated that Apex Legends is underperformed in their financial performance, and it was below the levels that they had anticipated, reflecting the challenging market dynamics. But it's actually not that challenging if you really think about it, because I think what's happening is the Apex Legends player base is just kind of fed up with being sold stuff over and over with very little quality of life improvements. Let's take, for instance, Fortnite's cosmetics, which can get up there in price, but for the most part are a little bit more earnestly sold. Now, I will say right here, not a huge fan of Fortnite. It isn't my game, but I will say their cosmetics are probably a bit more affordable. Along with that, not only do they get affordable cosmetics, they get giant overhaul improvements to the game, such as what that money goes towards being a brand new Unreal Engine 5 upgrade, and they even have Lego Fortnite adding even more content into the game. Apex Legends sells us the skins, but very few quality of life upgrades. For instance, Apex Legends has had server issues since the beginning of the game. We haven't really seen too many upgrades or actually heard anything about the servers being improved whatsoever with the amount of money that we're spending in. But if we were going to do a more close comparison to Fortnite, which now has a next-gen 120 frames per second version of itself, we still have Reddit threads that were started only the other day about how there is a lack of 120 frames per second and how they haven't given us an update after 3 years of the release of the current gen consoles. There's been no update in communication from their side, and players are upset, and they have a right to be. You can't charge players this much in terms of cosmetics, such as $160 for heirlooms, and not really add much to the game. Players are massively swapping over to new titles such as the finals, which has been blowing up. No Cocoa Puffs actually points out right here, it was $11 for 3 gun skins, and this is fire. I can only imagine when they start adding Valorant level skins that transform or have different gunshot audio. And here is a free-to-play game that is exploding in popularity that has cosmetics that are priced for you to buy, but are a little bit more reasonable than, once again, let's look at the screen, $25 for a Voidwalker bundle. And if we look at the Black Friday with the $60 Centurion bundle right here for Octane, that is $60. You know what else is $60? Baldur's Gate 3, which was Game of the Year. It's actually on sale right now, so it's a little cheaper than $60. And with that, you can get at least 110 hours from the entire game, if not more, and replayability. I don't know where we ever got to the point where skins in a first-person shooter could possibly rival the cost of a full AAA game of the year, but somehow we've arrived there. And it's no surprise that EA is doubling down. They actually were in the top 12 games this year on Steam by gross revenue. They were listed there in alphabetical order, but let's actually look at the tweet right next to it by Apex Legends News, which shows us what we actually got in 2023. 4 new seasons, which every free-to-play season-based game has, 2 new Legends, Ballistic and Conduit, which is half the amount that we normally get, 12 collection events, which is 2 more than ever, yet our limited time modes are probably about the same, but you can bet that there are a lot more skins and stuff being sold. Along with that, there was a Post Malone event, which was pretty cool. I will give that. The 3 strikes mode is fantastic. And heirlooms for Seer, Ash, Horizon, and Fuse. So even though they have less Legends being added in, that hasn't stopped the production of their $160 cosmetic. And we know we are getting a brand new collection event starting in the new year for the Final Fantasy, and there's a Buster Sword that's seen wielded by Crypto, and I do hope this is actually going to be the Artifact Dagger, which is going to be a free cosmetic heirloom that is universal for any legend. We've been waiting a very long time for this. It may not be, and it does show that at least maybe they're being a little bit more receptive. But I think what it really boils down to is if Apex Legends wants to charge this amount for their skins, they need to start having the quality of life upgrades and things that the player base has been asking for a very long time, because their rival games are adding all these different cosmetics at a more reasonable price and giving the player base a lot more, which is why those games are thriving and Apex is struggling right now. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on Apex Legends and EA's monetization system? Also, if you're looking for some great New Year's deals, do check out the new Glitch Energy flavors for Christmas, Grinchberry and Elf Candy, which is a delicious jelly bean. Both absolutely fantastic, and you can use code ThornSmash to get 20% off, help support the channel, and you know, it's just a good product overall. And as always, slaying the Outlands. I'll see you out there.